Welcome to Whachacha's Tabletop World, the channel devoted to the love of board gaming. My name is Sweetness Whachacha, and today we're doing an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. expansion playthrough with the Precon for Nick Fury against Black Widow, the first scenario. Okay, so first things first, I'm just going to apologize because I have a bit of a cold. If you watched the last playthrough of this, I said that, so just putting that out there. I might cough or something. So we're going to be doing the Nick Fury Precon. I kind of like to, show what the box comes with and what that style is or whatever. Nick Fury comes with a Justice deck. An interesting hero. We're going against the Black Widow, who is, as I mentioned in my last video, I'm very excited to see her in the new Thunderbolts movie coming out in the next couple of weeks. Very exciting. So yeah, let's take a look at that at the table and check things out. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to shuffle these up as I talk, but Nick Fury has this suit upgrade. When you attack, you can remove up to 3 threat from here, and it deals an additional damage. So cards that operate on multiple have multiple lines of damage, that will add to all of them, which is cool. You can also use the stealth suit, which will cause anybody to scheme rather than attack you, and you can move threat from that one threat from each of those activations onto the stealth suit, and you want to kind of build those up. Also, when you thwart, you'll add threat here as well, and then you'll be spending those to do various effects. He's pretty tricky to play, and it's you got to be very careful because you could have the villain scheme out rather than very easily if you get an advance or something. You're even more susceptible to that than you are in normal Marvel Champions solo games. Okay, so we've shuffled that up, I think, more than enough. We have to look for a minion here. I forgot to mention that. I like to take this AIM Scientist. He has Surge, so he will surge anyway. Excuse me. Here's my hit points there. And we're going to shuffle the encounter deck up a little bit. This on the other side of this, you put a minion into play, and then it doesn't have anything else special on it except that it'll gain. You'll put threat on here equal to Black Widow's stage number. So we'll see if that really makes a difference, or we can knock her out. Now, if this has any threat on it, or she has a force interrupt, where you'll remove one threat and then you'll flip over the top card. If it's preparation, you'll reveal it. It's very punishing. So you gotta be careful of that. But if you can get the threat off of there, then you can attack her at will. So it's a little tricky to deal with her. She's pretty punishing for some heroes and stuff. So and then this AIM Scientist has a Amplify. Now I'm probably not going to attack him right away, but he's got 0 scheme. So that is a tricky though with that Amplify. Okay, so let's draw my opening hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've got when a minion schemes, discard Informant. This activation removes threat. Okay, not really good with him. Concentrated Fire, deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains ranged if the attack defeats an enemy. Choose place threat on your suit form grade equal that enemy's printed threat. That's not great, or you change to stealth. So that's a good way to kill him and then sort of flip back down. That's always good to see. Nick Fury is really good to see, actually. I think what I might do, actually, because Nick Fury could kill him and I could stay in this form, I think maybe I'll dump these. Although I could keep Leo Fritz. He's only 1, and then he'll kind of replace himself by grabbing a tech. And then I can just use that, and I'm going to have to get rid of support or any other number of things. It's nice to have something to throw away. Or if I rarely go down to all 2 go with him, I feel like that'll help me as well. Okay, so let's do that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Intelligence is nice. Global logistics is very nice. And that's just an action. So, okay, so this is a alter ego action. So I'm actually going to spend this to put this into play. And now I'm wondering whether it's... Now you may realize... let's see. Yeah. Now, do I want to do that, or do I want to use that for global logistics? Then I won't have enough to play Nick Fury, so I'm going to just do this. Yeah. We're going to go search your deck for a tech card. So I could also get something like the EM shield. That's not tech. You can get my watch, which is actually really useful. I think I'm going to take that because I can use that just about right away. Oh boy, that is tricky. Okay, so yeah, we're going to play this to play the watch. Okay, and then I think I might have to get rid of global logistics. I won't be able to use that, but that is really nice to have. But I think it's just to get built up. This watch is very, very nice. Okay, so we're going to flip up. Actually, before we do that, we're going to use his action to flip up to flip my form to stealth. Okay, and then I'm going to flip up, and I'm going to thwart for 2. Okay, and I'm going to get to put, after I make a basic thwart, put a threat on your suit upgrade. So that's 1. And then we're going to use this immediately and spend that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to play Nick Fury Sr., which he has a response to draw 2 cards, prepared plan, and covert surveillance. Okay, so this I can definitely play. This there's no target for. I might keep that though, and I might actually put in practice plan, which is nice. Not right now, but for later. Okay, and then we'll use him. We're going to miss out on his block, unfortunately, because he goes away at the end of the round. So, yeah, let's just, we'll use him. I don't know if that was the best play now that I think of it. We're just going to use that to kill him, just so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Right? I think I'll keep this because I am worried about getting an advance or something and maybe going over. So, and I can place this on my suit upgrade so it sort of replaces itself with the watch. Okay, so let's ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a nice card to get. The safe house is good if I go down to Alter Eola. I probably won't, although this is a nice target too. So I could do, well, I would do this probably. I would need 2 on there. I might do that. Okay, let's take a look. This is the way that I will end up losing. Okay, so this is going to get 1. When she attacks, she'll scheme instead. That's 1, 2, 3. So this is going to bring this up to 4. And yeah, okay, and now, oh, excuse me, that's going to bring it to 3, but it's going to give me a threat on my stealth suit. One of them can come onto here, and then we'll reveal 1 card, and that's going to be the villain in each minion engaged with the attacks. Okay, so we're going to, again, she's going to, because of the force interrupt, she's going to scheme. Whoa, boy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to be 4 added, which is going to be 5 here and then 1 here. Wow, that was really scary. Okay, but it does set us up nicely to play. We're going to play my Sky Destroyer here, which is that's great because it's a response. It's not an attack, so that's a way I can whittle her down. So I'm going to spend those 3 to do that. And then I'm going to use the watch, get rid of 2 to play, to generate 2 mental resources. And I'll put this under surveillance on. And then Nick Fury should be gone, by the way. And then I'm going to use him to get rid of 2 threat off of there. And I'm going to put 1 on there for my response. Okay, so are we doing all right? I'm not sure. Nick Fury is very tricky to play, and it could go south at any minute, but we will see. I might attack at some point just to get her to attack me rather than that, although I do want to have nothing on there, so excuse me, a little bit tricky. He might have been a mistake, but we'll see. Okay, 1, 2, I guess the watch, though, is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alter Ego, though, is kind of interesting. Okay, so when any amount of damage, the flying car, that's what I really want. That's the best part. So that's going to be an automatic play. Maybe I might play the Prism Dust just in case. It kind of goes against his kit, but we'll see when we see. Okay, so this is going to get this. She's going to attack, but she's going to scheme instead. So that's 2, which is just going to be 1 and 1, and then here's my encounter card. You are confused. Black Widow schemes. Okay, so this could kill me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's going to be 11. So luckily I played that, otherwise I would have lose. Man, that advance, those extra schemes, they are deadly in solo play. And me being confused is even worse. Okay, so let's see about... I definitely want to do this. None of these are shield cards. I'd really like to take advantage of that. Well, I know I'm going to play this because I'm not playing either of these. So for sure I'm going to play that. And I'm going to exhaust this and spend a threat for my suit format grade to ready Nick Fury. But actually I'm not going to do that yet, sorry. First, I'm going to exhaust myself to get rid of my confused. And then I'm going to exhaust this and remove 1 to ready myself, and then I'm going to use this to get rid of the 2. So it's going to bring it down to 9. Still terrifying. And then I'm going to, because I did that, I'm going to get an extra 1 there. And then I think I'll use the watch to gain myself 1, and then I'll spend 1 in that to put my EM shield on. Yeah, really dangerous here. So this adds 4, I believe. Yeah, so this is 14. So that's 9, that's 5. She's going to go 1, that's 4. Boy, that is really, really dangerous. I could lose right here. I really wish I could switch forms instead of... So the difference is, though, if I don't thwart, that's going to have 11 on there, which is 12, and then, but I guess that's probably closer. So I'm not going to thwart. I'm actually going to attack instead. No, because then she could get a preparation that does even worse. So yeah, I'm going to stay with that. It's very likely I could lose here. As I mentioned, it's very dangerous with Fury. Okay, so we're going to flip this stuff up. At least in this form, I'll be able to pull one of the threats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What would be nice is to have gotten the eye patch. So that might be too little too late. Okay, so this is going to go up to 10. And now here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1 is still 14. That's a loss. So that is, you got to be really careful with Fury because you can very easily lose to these advances and etc. Okay, so let's reset this. You get to see the danger of Nick Fury, playing Nick Fury. So let's do that. I think I played him with Maria Hill, and he could. Maria Hill is kind of a crutch, very, very, very good. So we're gonna do just a quick reset. She didn't take any damage yet, so I had to get that 3 boost as well. Not great. Okay, there I'm shuffled up again. Let's take the aim scientist again. He's gonna give a amplify or acceleration token on there, and we'll give this a quick shuffle up. Yeah, so getting the advances with Nick Fury, or essentially an advance, is pretty deadly. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this again. That's the eye patch. I like seeing that. I like seeing both of those. This is kind of a repeater of last game. I might actually just keep this whole hand. So what I'd like to do is play everything. So if I play down Fritz, I can go grab the watch. Then I can play, I think the watch is 2. Maybe I'll hold off on that for now. The EM shield is not as exciting to me because most of the time I'm not taking damage. I'm actually going to just keep this rather than... this is a weird thing to say, but his deck is not that great. So the best I could hope for probably would be a double in this situation. Okay, so this starts in assault form. So I'm going to use his ability to switch to stealth, flip up, and I'm going to, ooh, sorry, that's an alter ego action. So we're going to leave him like that. We're going to play intelligence to get Leo Fritz, and we're going to do the same thing we did a moment ago, which was to go get the watch, which I believe is 2. I can't remember. Or I could get his flying car. That would also be very useful. Where's the watch? Yeah, the watch is 1. I'm going to take the watch. It is kind of tempting to try to stay in alter ego maybe instead. Boy, that's dangerous. Okay, so excuse me. So we're going to do spray fire, which is going to pop the watch in. Okay. Then I'm going to flip up, and I'm going to exhaust to do a thwart, which is going to put 1 here. And I think this is the play. I know this is very useful, but I'm pretty sure I have another in here, and this is going to keep more threat off of there. So, very, very dangerous. Let's do that. Oh, I don't even need to do the watch, actually. I can just play with the eye patch. Okay, let's do that. We'll ready up. Let's see how we do here. 1, 2, let's move this out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what kind of hand we got now. That isn't great for this practice plan. I love to see it. Ooh, this is a really good, we don't need that. We can do this. Although I can play that, so for later. Okay, not a bad hand. I'll be able to knock him out if I have another shield card. Okay, so this is going to get 1. She's going to attack, but it's going to turn into a scheme, and that's going to be a scheme of 3, which is just going to add 2. Sorry, this should be 2, and then that's another 2, and I'm going to get 1. He's going to scheme, does nothing, because he's got a 0, and then we're going to get an encounter card, which is Hinder 2. I think this is one of the first cards I got in the other Maria Hill game as well. And then we've got a crisis icon. Each other encounter card gains insight 1. Okay, that's pretty terrible. We got to get rid of that, like, real fast. Okay, so we're going to put in practice plan. We're going to put in Sky Destroyer. I have this still. I'm glad I kept that because now I can use practice plan. I can use it twice. I might just do this to put in this informant. If I get another minion, that might be good. Okay, so we're going to do this to remove 2, which is going to add 1 here. This is looking pretty dicey. This is the only thing that's going to save me, I think. But I might have threaded out again. Not threaded out, that's a Lord of the Rings term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Being sneaky is good, but... okay, so this is going to get 1, turning it to 5. Okay, and then she's going to go to attack, but instead she's going to scheme. So that's going to be 3. I'm going to take 1 of that onto my card. And then he's going to do 0, right? In fact, I think I forgot to add his amplify. And then we're going to get an encounter card, which is an aim guard. And we are almost dead. So he's got guard, not... Now, while engaged player is engaged with another minion, he can't be attacked. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, that's not how I'm going to die. Okay, so... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. 1, 2, 3. That was only 2, so I didn't use this. Maybe I should have. Probably a mistake. Okay, I might save this for him. Let's play this for sure, so we don't die. And then I'm going to do 2 here, which is going to give me another one here. Let's play Global Logistics, exhaust the shield card you control. That's going to be him. And we're going to look at the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's an advance that'll kill us. So we're going to give this to her as a boost. That's essentially another one of those. Each encounter card when I print into preparation ability gains prevent all damage from this attack, then discard night vision goggles. So those are both terrible. And I don't want her to scheme either again. That's pretty bad. Although it can, well, that won't fuel that. And I don't want to get confused. So I think this is going to be the boost. Now, how do I get rid of this is the question. It does her effect and then it goes away. I think I'm going to let her take this Retaliate 1 instead. So this will be the boost, this will be the encounter card. This will be a boost and that'll be an encounter card. Maybe I can chump block or something here. Okay, so we know what's coming up. Okay, so that was Global Logistics. However, we can, I forgot to put this on here, use the Sky Destroyer to do 2 damage down to him. That's not an attack. So it knocks him out, and it gets rid of this. I also got rid of that, by the way. So we are just trying to dig myself out. I can use this on this probably, and these two, so that'll keep me alive as well. And I think I'll play this down over here as well. That's an alter ego. I got a couple good alter ego actions now. But still very, very dangerous. Now, he'll remove threat, and then she's going to get 1 threat only on there, and then we're going to get the goggles. So I think we'll be okay for another round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another Global Logistics, that's good. This is useless. This is basic. Well, Coulson will be good. All right, we can look for another preparation. So I think we'll have a nice turn next time. Okay, this is going to go up to 10 here. And she's going to attack / scheme. That's going to put 1 here and 1 on my suit. But now I'm maxed out on my suit. Excuse me. Then this is going to be, he's going to go to scheme, but I'm going to get rid of this. When I'm in schemes, a discard informant that removes thread instead of adding it. It's kind of just a 1-for-1. Terrible, terrible exchange. And then we're going to get this attached. She gets Retaliate 1. If we do the preparation, we'll be able to, if it doesn't have preparation, we can get rid of it. In fact, well, all these had preparations, so Homeland Security or Global Logistics didn't really help us. Okay, so this is a major, major problem here. I never readied my guys up, so let's make sure everything's ready. This is still here. I still got to kill him. I think we put 1, 2, 3. We put in Agent Coulson. He's going to let us search for a preparation card. Really want this vehicle. That's tech. I might flip down just to get that. Preparation, intelligence. I can get another one of these. Pretty useless. Oh, here's a good one. That's what I'm going to get. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get this. When you reveal a treachery, discard it, and remove 1 threat from your suit. Cancel the effects of that treachery and discard it. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's going to be that. Perfect. That's perfect. And I'll get it back with my prepared practice plan. Okay, that's going to work out very nicely. Okay, now we're going to use Coulson to get rid of some of our threat here. So he's going to get rid of 2. This is what we're going to chomp away at until we get to a point where we can really do some damage to her. Now I want to kind of hang on to this actually, I think, because I would like to, use it for the next turn. The stealth suit is completely full, so I can't take any more. I'm actually going to use this to generate resources that I will never use. In fact, I should have done it with Coulson, and that would have allowed me to play that Prism Dust, so that was kind of a waste there. I'm actually going to use, I'm going to use 2, just in case I can get some more. Okay, he's going to get rid of 2. That's going to add 1 here. I know that's really silly. That's going to bring 2 more off. I'll hang on to this. He's shield, so I can do this to ping. Actually, I'm going to him or her. I guess I should do this. I should get rid of him. Okay, so we're still in it somehow. We'll see. I mean, this deck I don't think doesn't particularly work particularly well for Nick Fury, unfortunately. But you know, that's the Precon. Those are the cards we've been dealt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really love to see the flying card. Now we're in business. And another global logistics. And a concentrated fire, so I can actually maybe do some damage to these guys. Okay, so this is going to go up there. She's going to scheme for, go to attack, which is going to scheme for 5. A couple things going to happen. One of them, I'm going to let go of that. Come back to my hand, okay? We're going to prevent 3 of that, and we're going to put it on my suit. Now, you can add more than 5 on here. It just doesn't stop that. Okay, so that's going to add 2. He's going to add 1, which I can't put on here because it's full, over full. And then this is going to come out. This, you are confused, and then I'm going to use this. So I kept the eye patch camera, maybe I shouldn't, and that's going to cancel that. I'm going to use my intelligence analysis to get rid of the covert ops. Okay, so not terrible, still in it. Okay, now I really like the idea of using the global logistics. Let's use him, and we're going to take a look at what's coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these have preparations, but I could set this card on top and then attack her, just deal a chunk of damage, but this will trigger. If no preparation card, ability to resolve, discarded. Okay. After doing the retaliate. Okay, so that's definitely going to happen. I don't really want another aim soldier, so although he's pretty weak. If you're in alter ego form, change the hero form, she attacks, you give her an additional boost card for this attack. So that's a little dangerous, although I can play my eye patch camera again. So I think what I'll do is I will take, so this will get discarded. That'll be a boost. Oh wow, that's brutal. Let's give that as a boost, and then that'll be her card. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so now I'm going to, let's use this, get rid of 2. We'll play the flying card, okay? Then I'm going to exhaust, and I'm actually going to go into attack mode here when I attack. So I'm going to remove 1 more from my attack so that I do 3 damage, and that's going to knock him out. Okay. So I couldn't have attacked her. Okay. Now I'm going, I used global logistics, so I could do this to knock 2 damage off of her. Okay, now I'm going to use my car here to, I'm going to exhaust it and remove 1 to ready Nick Fury, okay? And then I'm going to attack, and I'm going to get rid of all 3, I think, to do 5 damage. This removes 1. And then I would discard the top card, which I already know what it is. Okay. And then I get to discard this. Hooray. But I do take the retaliate. So that was a much better turn for me. And then Coulson. You can get rid of 2 off of that. Right? Very nice. And I think I want to play this again. Yeah, let's play my eye patch camera again. And I'm going to hang on to this till next turn. Everything else is completely exhausted except for that. I should have used that instead of the watch. However, that's okay. Okay, we're going to ready everything up. Coulson can chump block. That's what I should have kept in mind with that, but whatever. Okay, because now he's just going to take damage. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quake is nice for, she can just go on forever. She's a really nice draw. Okay, so this is going to go up 1 in the villain phase here. She's going to attack. We know it's an attack of 2. And then we're going to get this acrobatics. If you're an alternate, okay, so she's going to attack, and it's going to be double boost here. So it's going to be this boost card and this, and we're going to block with Coulson. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coulson is very, very dead. That worked out really nicely. Knowing those cards and organizing them, man, that is so potent. Which we're going to do again. Actually, let's do this. We're going to use that. And we're going to take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4 with Global Logistics. We don't really want this Quick Striker. We don't really want her to scheme. This is a Surging card and it's a 1. So that's definitely going to be her boost. Attack the ally. I don't like this guy. He brings in a side scheme. It's annoying. We might do it this way. Okay, let's do it this way. Put it in that order. Although I can discard something when I attack her. Since I'm in assault form, it might be worth doing that. So let's... This has a preparation. This does not have a preparation. Okay, let's do it this way, actually. That'll be my... We'll do it this way, I think. Okay. So we're going to attack her again. But I really want some more on here. Although I really want to play her as well. Now I really want threat on my card. This is really good just for... All right, let's hit her a little bit. Yeah, let's soften her up a little bit. Let's do, excuse me, 2, which is going to bring this down to 4. We discard this. We get rid of one of these. It's not a preparation. Okay. And then we are going to... I'm going to do this covert surveillance. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. If you are in stealth suit form, you place that threat in your scheme. Otherwise, you may change to stealth form. So I think that's what we'll do. Change to stealth. No, I don't want to do that. So let's put that back. I'm going to play her instead. So let's do 1, 2. We'll play Quake. And that's a shield card. I can do this, which will ping 2. Yeah. And... I definitely don't want to turn... Actually, I could... She's going to scheme no matter what. When she hits me, it's not going to be that hard. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with this. I'm going to hang on to this because I like to turn back into my other form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Maria Hill will be good. I might have some allies. Okay, so this is going to go to 10. That's pretty scary. Oh, I might lose now. Okay, no, I won't. Maybe I will. 1, 2. Oh no, that's 2 damage. That's fine. And now you are confused. Black Widow schemes. So that's the confuse is what I don't want out of that. But she's going to scheme, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get rid of this to not place anything on there. Okay, good. Now we're on the next turn. I probably want to play her. However, I do want to do this in order to... perfect. I'll play Maria Hill as an ally. She's got a shield trait. These should be ready. So this will knock her out. And then we'll see here. Now, we're going to go to Black Widow stage 2, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Ouch. And yeah. So when she thwarts, place the remove threat on your upgrade. So she's going to exhaust, going to get rid of 2, put it on my form upgrade, and then I'll use the watch to move this down to 1, which will use that to remove 2, and do I want to place it on my suit upgrade, or do I want to flip back down? That's tricky. I'm gonna flip back down until I can get some more. I'd rather whittle her down with this, but that's a lot. I think I'm gonna switch, because I can always very easily switch up to assault, but it's very difficult to switch back down. So we're gonna do that. Okay, I could, yeah, let's do this. So I'm gonna get rid of 2 here, and then we're -1. So sorry, let's do this properly. So I'm gonna do this to get rid of 2, and then I'm gonna spend 1 of them to use my flying card already, and we'll do that to get rid of 2 here, which will bring this to 4, and I'll get another 1 here. Okay, so pretty good. Now if I get any minions, I can use Quake to kill them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get that double in a second, so I'm a little nervous about that. Now I have the covert surveillance. This is now kind of one of the attacking cards a little more. Okay, this is a mess here. Very crazy. Here's all my tech. All right. Okay, so this is going to go, now this is going to go up 2 more. 2 instead of 1 because of her stage number, and we're going to get schemed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 3 added here, and 1 added here, and I don't have anything to prevent that. And then here's my encounter card. Deal 1 damage to each to a character you control. Deal 2 damage to a second character you control. Deal 3 damage to a third character. Okay. I really like Maria Hill, so unfortunately I'm going to deal 1 here, 2 here, and in fact I just realized I had this confused, so I got to put 2 more back on here. Okay, and then 3 will just kill Quake, unfortunately. But I don't have any minions anyway, so c'est la vie. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It's mimicking, that's one neat thing about this scenario, is that it's really mimicking the hero Black Widow. Of course, they're trained the same in the Red Room. That's really kind of a neat thing. But this is kind of, well, it's not a waste. Would have liked to have seen this title earlier. Okay, but it's not shield, it's just title. I'm going to have to get rid of some of this threat, which is really scary. I can put in practice plan as well, which will be nice. Let us do what? This is, these guys are all exhausted. Okay, so I think we're going to use her. I'm going to move 2 from here onto my suit. And then you're going to say goodbye to Maria Hill for the reshuffle. And then I'm going to let's use this to remove a mental resource in order to do my covert surveillance, which is going to get rid of 2 and put it right on here. And then I'm going to use 1 of that along with my flying car to ready up. But before I do that, I shall thwart, and when I'm ready, re-readied, I'll thwart again, bringing this down to 3. Okay, and then this will get 1 more, 2, 4, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, little dangerous again. Because I'm going to get a double encounter card now. But I'm going to have to stick with it. I should flip down because I could die very easily. I have no blockers. She has a card that will pull me into hero form either way, so it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I've got Nick Fury Sr. and Concentrated Fire, so pretty nice little turn that I could have if I get a minion or something. Let's ready up everything. Little scared. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to end this game pretty quickly because I'm getting beat up pretty badly. Okay, this is going to go up to 5. And she's going to scheme here. 1, 2. That was merciful. And then this. The villain attacks you. Okay, so she's going to scheme instead. So 1, 2, 3. We are still in the game somehow. Wow. Okay, I really want to play Nick Fury, so we're going to do this. And get rid of 2 and play these 2, I guess. I really like to know what's coming. That's the dangerous part. Yeah, let's do... this is so good, though. But there's nothing really I need to replace right now. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so that's going to bring Nick Fury in. And we're going to get to draw 2 cards. Okay? That's amazing. Let's play that right off the bat. And Concentrated Fire is really dangerous right now. Let's do a couple things first. We're going to use him to get rid of 2 damage here, or 2 of those. I wonder if it's worth... yeah, and I can do this to deal 2 damage here, so that's going to bring us down to 14. So there is a preparation I think that really can really mess me over. However, it would be really wonderful if I can do this. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. I wonder if that really is the play. I think there's a card that can kill me there, so we'll have to see. This might be going down in flames. Okay, so we're going to do this to bring this down to 8. And that'll place 1 on here. And then I'm going to use my car to remove 1 and ready. Okay. Now here's the dangerous thing. I'm going to attack her. I'm going to flip to this, and I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 7 damage if it lands. So let's see. Let's see. No preparation. Discard 1 event card from your hand. Okay. Well, that wasn't the worst thing in the world. Okay, this removes 1 first. Okay, that's not too bad. So that is going to do 7. So she's at 14. That's going to bring her down to 7. And now we're going to try... now that I'm in assault form, I'm going to do another attack of 4. And there's nothing there. So we are now down to this. Now, here's the dangerous part. I have him for a blocker. But if I get a card that attacks, I'm probably going to die. If it's a boost of 3. Okay, well, we shall see. She's very close to dying, so hopefully that's the case. I'm going to take advantage of his block. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the card I need to survive an attack. All right, so here we go. This is going to add 2. Now I'm in assault, so she is straight away going to attack me. I'm going to block with Nick Fury Sr. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's dead. And now, although I can cancel it if I get a treachery, so I think I've won this. Okay, when revealed, change to assault suit form. There are no threat on your suit form. This card gains surge. Okay. Otherwise, okay, that's unfortunate. What's this now? It's an aim commando with quick strike. Okay, well... He's going to deal 2 damage to me, which is just fine because I think I can win it now. I'm going to exhaust the safe house to do global logistics. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to make sure there's no preparation on top. Perfect. That'll be on top. And, oh, what's the next one down? We're going to attack twice. So, yeah, here we go. 2 non-preparation cards. So we are going to attack. And I've got nothing here. We're going to attack to do 2. It's going to remove a threat. That's got nothing. Then, oh, I can't ready. But I can do this. So we can stick Coulson in, and then Coulson can come in for 1 little bit of damage, like he's shooting the gun at Loki, and -1. Preparation doesn't go because there's nothing there. And we still got a minion. We had a bunch down the main scheme. But, oh, and we had this too. I guess I could have done 2 damage to him. Couldn't kill him though. Wow, so somehow I pulled it out, lost 1 game, down to 1 hit point. So you can see Nick Fury is pretty interesting. He's very risky, very gambly. However, I do not think this deck really does him any favors, but you can see you can win using his Precon. So hopefully that gives you an idea. And I've done a playthrough of both the Precons against the first scenario. You know, there are, you know, that you can win. You can lose as well. I have done that. Again, these characters are pretty risky, but they can. Maria Hill really is very good. So if you play two-fisted, if you play solo, or if you play 2 players and use them, you can definitely lean on Maria Hill's strength a lot and her ability to deal damage that really is, you know, not an attack. So that's kind of nice. You get around her force interrupt. Yeah, well, hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough, and if you're watching this as, you know, as I put it up or whatever, I hope that in the next couple weeks you get to enjoy the Thunderbolts. I'll be there seeing it in IMAX. Much more excited for Fantastic Four. I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan, but yeah, nonetheless, I'm pretty excited. And yeah, I do think Nick Fury is really, excuse me, fun to play. I'm glad my cough held off. I think he's really fun to play. He's a really interesting hero. Got some very interesting decisions. Although I think having a deck that's more, you know, tailored for him. I mean, again, some of these cards are really, really useless. Like, you know, in his deck, stuff that confuses enemies, the Prism Dust, which I didn't play because it's not good for this deck. There's a few cards like that, but you can see being able to use Practice Plan and bringing your Treachery canceling card back, or your other abilities. I didn't even get to use this title. When you use a preparation card, you can, you know, take move a threat from the scheme to your suit form. So that's kind of nice if you're doing that a lot. This is a preparation, and then if you use both of these, that's 2 threat onto your suit. So it really fuels things. But I didn't really get that in the game until it was pretty much too late. But well, hopefully you enjoyed that. But for now, I gotta roll.